2 people have been confirmed dead and several others injured following a violent clash between suspended bandits and members of the Vigilante Group of Nigeria in Edogi, located in Lafiagi axis of Kwara State. The incident, which occurred during a security operation, resulted in gunshot injuries to 4 individuals, including the Vigilante Group members Mohammed Ndage, Saidu Jiga, and Phillips John. A passerby identified as Babangida Daniel was also caught in the crossfire and injured. All victims were rushed to the General Hospital in Lafiagi for emergency treatment. Unfortunately, the Vigilante commander, Mohammed Yatsu, and Babangida Daniel were pronounced dead upon arrival. The remaining injured individuals were later transferred to University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital for further medical care. Meanwhile, a police officer involved in the operation, ASP Sado Sunday, has been declared missing. Search and rescue efforts are currently underway to locate him. Security agencies have launched a full investigation into the attack and are working to track down the perpetrators. Authorities also pledged to restore peace and stability in the affected area. I'll start with you, Samuel QC. What do you make of this development in Kwara State?
Lafiagi, right?
Yes.
What else will one make of it? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And my greatest concern has been the fact that this has been going on. And it started at the time that the federal government, the law enforcement or security agencies would have been able to nip it in the bud. But nothing happened, you know, and it has continued. And we are beginning to think that it is something we can live with. We cannot live with terrorism. I was particularly sad when in the course of the last administration, we started, that coinage, bandit, you know, came up. And I said, what are these guys talking about? There are no bandits. These people are terrorists. And you know, the fact that we started hearing things like you learn to live with your, they didn't call it brothers, they say learn to accommodate strangers. It's sad. It's sad. See, let me tell you something. The country, the nation as we have it, Nigeria is in deep trouble. Is in deep trouble. Any nation that will begin to think of how to tolerate terrorism, you know, on the scale that we are seeing it, there is nothing that we can do. There is nothing that could be done about the economy, except if we have a leader. If we have a leader that is able to stand up and say, there was something Atiku Abubakar said recently. That was not when he said it, but he repeated it. What he told the president in the course of time when he was vice president. That was sometimes, you know, before 2007, I think. In the course of time when he was vice president, he said, when this matter came up, you know, in the northeast, and he told the president, he said, sir, we are going to call the service chiefs and give them a marching order, and then we'll also let them know that if they don't stop it within so time, we're going to give them a time frame. If they don't stop this terrorism within this time frame, we'll remove their uniform. They stopped it. They stopped it. And Atiku and President Obasanjo continued to lead Nigeria in peace. And the economy was doing well. People were doing well. This is a third world country, for crying out loud. If Nigerian leadership, if the leadership does not stand up to matters like this, it will continue to stop our progress. How can we think of putting up a modern economy with terrorists? I mean, they are not. It's not as if we're not talking about terrorists that you do not see. We are talking about terrorists that ride around in convoy, and then after some time they started talking. If you check very well, if you check the narrative right now, go to what do you call it? Go to social media, the mainstream media, everywhere. People no longer talk about Boko Haram. What they talk about is headsmen, bandits. Come on, that's too cheap. That's cheap. We cannot chip in our national integrity to the point and identity to the point that we start calling terrorists bandits, headers. They are not headsmen. They are not bandits. These people are terrorists.
Right.
You want me to? Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Just before you stop me, there is something. You see, it is not every terrorism that is tailored to take over the mantle of leadership in the nation. No, because these things, there are merchants. There are crisis merchants, people who benefit from this kind of crime. Behind, like they are doing in Sambisa and some other places in Zamfara, they are mining. They are mining our natural resources and cutting them away, and making billions and millions. Some of them may be the people you and I see every day. You understand? So they are not interested in taking over, like they will say the terrorist group have now taken over government. No, they may not be interested in that, but they are making money from it. They are benefiting from it. So they want they want that destabilization to continue.
All right, very well. Chacha, what do you make of this development in Kwara State?
First of all, I want to say that the way it is in Nigeria today, Nigeria has a very high terrorism issues, and it's not only in Kwara State. Most of the states, even in Imo State, Anambra, everywhere, you see so many things happening that is not supposed to happen. And what is the cause? When you want to find out a solution, a problem, when you want to look at how to handle a problem, you find out the foundation of the problem first. What is the cause? The cause is because of one, we have high level of unemployment in Nigeria. And that has led so many persons to start looking out for different ways on how they make money. I have said it time without number, that terrorism will not stop until we have a government that will look forward to industrialization. Industrialization is the only way that Nigeria can handle the issue of so many attacks. Yes. Today, before, when Ghana people comes to Nigeria, they will say, this sack bag, they will call it Ghana must go. But today, Ghana is far better than Nigeria, even their currency. Why? Because they looked at what they really want, how to help their citizens. Nigeria is facing the issue about terrorism today because our government has kept deaf ears to the issues that they are supposed to handle. Insecurity that we're talking about today is everywhere. Nobody is even secured, even in Port Harcourt here. Nobody is secured. Why? Because there is nothing so many persons are doing. Some persons will graduate from school, no job. If you count the years that people have graduated from school, even the thing will even motivate the people that has not gone to school to start talking to them anyhow. Getting the information of how life is why everybody goes to school is for them to use it and take care of themselves, for them to get a white collar job, for them to see what they can do. Why is people japping? They say this japa, they are moving out from this country. It's because one, there is insecurity, and two, the economy is zero. So what we are supposed to look at first is the foundation of this problem of insecurity. That is the problem of terrorism. Herdsmen, bandits, this one. Boko Haram is no more. Nobody is talking about Boko Haram again because it has become an issue there. They have taken over the entire half of the state of Borno State. They have taken over. And now, bandits is everywhere. Terrorism has become the talk of the day because our government has failed to handle the particular issues concerning the citizen. One, how do we build this country? Building this country is one. Building it in the mindset of making sure that the citizens are okay. You took an oath of office.
How do you make sure the citizens are okay?
The citizens are okay, but
when the level of insecurity, for example, in the north, has led to food crisis in the country.
Okay, now
Farmers cannot farm. I mean, right now, you know, the security has extended to even IDP camps in the north.
that is
So, when you say industrialization, I'm trying to understand how industrialization can be an antidote to insecurity.
okay.
How is it going to be an antidote to insecurity?
Okay,
The people who are, you know, these killer herdsmen, these bandits and all that, carry sophisticated weapons, sometimes much more sophisticated than that which our security operatives carry. Now, those weapons don't come cheap.
Okay,
Now, the question would be, there is a cartel that brings in these weapons.
Okay,
there is an ammunition cartel.
That
If we
is-
have to look in deeply, there is an ammunition cartel. There are cartels that, like you call it, crisis merchants, that are making monies off the pain. Now, if we look deeper into the aspect of governance, the higher the level of insecurity in the states, the higher the security votes.
Of course.
And recently, Sarah has asked or called for the 36 governors to give account of the security votes they've been receiving since 2023.
Okay.
So when you talk of insecurity, it has so many branches that we have not even looked into.
Okay, let me come to
So
let me
I'm
let me
trying
let
to
me
make sense of the industrialization
okay,
part.
now the side of the industrialization part is that when you engage people, if you engage the youths, engage so many youths, you will reduce
Are
the
you aware
introduction.
that the father of Osama bin Laden was a billionaire?
Oh, that is where I'm going.
Osama bin Laden,
when they are talking,
does it come from a very... No, we are looking at the psyche of a terrorist.
when they are talking about
The psyche of a
branches,
terrorist, one would say, may not really have anything to do with finance, like having money. I mean, the people they use in perpetrating these acts, some of these things are heavily based on religion, some are based on indoctrination, whatever kind of indoctrination, which may not be religious indoctrination, but some other kind of indoctrination, as it were.
of course, one thing that we should all know is that insecurity is being caused by some certain persons. Like you have said that it has so many things we should talk about. When we are talking about industrialization, when we are talking about the merchandise, we are also looking at, you understand, the government. What is their own solution? Now, even if you employ everybody to be a policeman in Nigeria, it will not stop insecurity, whether you like it or not, and which is not possible. But what we are supposed to look at is, one, engaging, because let me tell you, what elaborates or what motivates the other youths to join the ones that are already bandits or that are already terrorists is because they have nothing doing. When I talk about industrialization, I want to let you know that, or let us know that, if you engage so many persons, it will reduce the rate of persons that will be employed into the banditry or employed into the terrorism. Right. You understand? So, but the only thing that Nigerians should do, because like when it comes to Boko Haram, they said so people are the sponsors of Boko Haram and they accuse you this or that. Most of them are true, because Boko Haram cannot get their gun from air. They can't get those ammunitions from air. It's people that import those things and send it to them. Same to these bandits, same to these terrorists. Let me tell you, something happened in my place of residence. And the security guides, these FSS of FAS, these forest security guides, they caught some of these herdsmen and collected their ammunition. Igruta. You understand? In Ikwere local government. When they caught them, they took them to police. And the statement changed. One of the security guys told me that the statement changed. When they finished work, it now against them. The people they caught with gun, the people they caught with ammunition. You understand? The people that is Even in the bush, when you see them, they come with their cow. They are with hanging AK-47, even with their cow. And if you talk, they will tell you, if you do, we'll shoot you. Nothing will happen. And how would you think that the citizens are happy with that? That is what has cost
when
the
you said
food.
the church statement changed in the police station, what exactly? Could you elaborate more on
Okay,
that?
now, the security guard told me that when they got to that place, they now said, they spoke, Boko Haram, should I call them Boko Haram? The headsmen, they made a call to one Alhaji. The Alhaji called the police that they should take the matter to the state headquarters. You understand? And the statement, the DPO said that the matter doesn't concern him again. That how did they get these people? They should bring the gun. They should bring all the things they collected from these people. That the people are saying that they collected their ammunition. Why you are seeing ammunitions on the ground? That they are the people that went to, the people said that they are the people that went to arrest them. That is, they turned it now against the security guard.
The headsmen, we are now claiming that we are the ones that
arrested these people.
How does that make sense?
I'm just confused about the insecurity state in this country.
And the matter is dead, literally.
Completely dead.
Probably I will have to personally investigate this particular.
You understand?
I hope they are open to having conversations with me on this.
At least I have one of them that is that
will be willing to have.
Of course.
So probably
you
I'll take it up and find out what exactly is happening.
What is exactly happening?
In Igruta local government.
In Ikwere local government.
In Igruta,
Ikwere local government. And again, not only in Igruta. This herdsmen, let me tell you, I have a video in my phone where these people brought cows, so many cows, into a farm and eating the plants, the cassava and the other crops of individuals, eating it up, and nobody is talking. The person that took this video was talking to them. They told the boy that they will kill him. So what is really happening? And they will tell you that before they enter, that these cows is being owned by government officials, high government officials. And what will you do? So the insecurity, just like what you are saying, they have sponsors. Those banditries, this thing, they have sponsors. And the sponsors cannot stop until they ensure they are the government officials. They are the big deals.
Saying they are the government officials.
They are the big deals. You don't know. If they will tell you that this cow is being owned by senior government officials and is being owned by high chiefs, so what do you do? How do we handle it?
All right, very well. QC, you want to say something before we move on to the next story?
Yeah. It's been. I mean, the talk about insecurity, banditry, headsmen, and all that. It's a recurring decimal. Let me tell you, there is something I mentioned it on this. I mentioned it on this platform or on this table. There's something about it, and that is that. Look, the president appointed a minister for livestock development. So now we have a ministry of livestock development. And I checked what they have. At the heart of their core mandate is that they are going to bring to an end or resolve conflicts between headers, farmer headers, crisis, and also at the base of that protocol is to establish ranches. The president has been there for 2 years. The minister has been with him. Interestingly, the man who is Minister of Livestock Development, who is at the helm of that ministry, is a farmer. He's a farm owner. Okay? The question is, what have they done? What has he done? I was actually embarrassed when the situation in Benue State became so serious, so bad, that the attention of the president was called in. And I'm surprised. I was surprised that the president went to Benue State to sit down and listen to those stories. Come on, the president should have work to do. You have a minister. I'm surprised. I mean, why are we...
When you say you're surprised that the president went there, Yelwata massacre,
Yes.
over 200 and something people
Yes,
died.
yes.
There is nothing that the president is doing that is more important
I'll tell you why.
than the lives of those who have gone down.
Good.
So whatever the president is doing, I mean, over time, we have accused leadership of insensitivity.
Good.
And we have always said that it appears that cows and cattle have more value than human lives in Nigeria.
Good. That it was knowing that, knowing that the president in his wisdom set up a ministry for livestock development and appointed somebody to be in charge. Let me tell you, 200 people should not be killed in a country just like that. And we are not talking about the one that happened for one whole year. I mean, we are talking about the one that just happened in Plateau State, and then they moved to Benue State, and you still have the minister sitting down there and you're paying him taxpayers' money? No. Look, what is he doing? If you don't know how to go about your work, resign. For crying out loud, Nigerians are, look, let me tell you, look, our economy should be way up there. There's nothing wrong with what we are doing. We are a country of very industrious people.
You're right.